Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to Sage Muse Spirit. And today we are doing a reading that I have done in the past that I enjoy. Because when it comes to it's so funny, not funny, haha, funny irony, right? That in my chart, supposedly because I have Mercury in my seventh house, I am supposed to um, speak about relationships, right? But I personally believe that everything's relational. Okay, well, you don't get there alone, Sag. No, no. So, speaking of, I'd like to do a reading where we're talking about all the relationships. Okay. I don't like to just do, the person you're thinking of or blah, blah, blah. Let's do something that is like incorporating all of the relationships in your life. And so we're doing family, friends, and then we are doing romance, but we're doing romance in terms of in a relationship and the singles, right? Because, a lot of us are doing different things for sure. And I want everyone to find something here because honestly, I feel like we are a community and I have never felt that so much. It's making me want to cry. But when I was going through treatment, you guys, I'm still in treatment, honestly, but when I was going through chemo and radiation, you guys were just so supportive. And it really helped me. It really helped me with mindset and everything. So yes, so I'm so grateful. So that's why I think of this as a community, you know. And speaking of, make sure to comment something. It doesn't have to be like for something you're going through. You don't even have to relate to this, but kind of talk to each other too in the comments. Okay, I'm done. On the bottom is the Queen of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, interesting, the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, the Empress. There's a lot of healing going on in relationships for you in general, right? But specifically when it comes to your circle or your friendships or your family, there's a lot of stabilizing happening. And I will tell you true, Sagittarius, the reason this is happening is because you chose peace for yourself. It starts off strong with the Queen of Pentacles. You chose to do what was good for you. You chose to stand up for yourself. And what ends up happening is that things start to stabilize in your relationships. We're letting go of things we're pissed off about. We're healing. Wow. Yes. And letting go of worries. I mean, it's really beautiful where all of this energy is leading you. So we're going to get so an overall energy for your relationships. Oh, and Spirit says not that one, Heidi. Not that one. Okay, what else? They speak, I listen. And I swear, it's like every time I talk, I feel like I hear that saying. It's all over social media. We listen and we don't judge. Maybe it's like just a cue for me. So let's see what the overall energy is for relationships and Sagittarius. Overall energy. Ooh, Grace is on the bottom. One card for overall energy, please. Oh, and there it is. Infinite abundance. Wait, what? Abundance is pouring into your life. Now, if you look at this card too, and you can flip the screen for yourself, it's like value. Value is building in your relationships. Working together is building in your relationships. Oh my gosh. Sag, I love this so much. And look, I'm a Sagittarius. So I would love that. And right underneath it is a truth, like discovering truths that actually are very calming, very grounding for you. Okay. Wait, what? We usually don't get this for our relationships. So I did use the love decks for this, Sag. But, you know, we are intuitive around here. So, in terms of family, okay. It's funny because we were seeing it on the bottom of the deck as the Ten of Pentacles, which I believe also can represent coming together, right? At an event. You know, if you ever look at the pictures with the Ten of Pentacles, where is it? They're sitting at a table. You know, right here. Sitting together at a table. So I do feel as if there is an event. Now, it could be a wedding because this says wedding, but it says taking your relationship to the next level. An opportunity is about to present itself that leads you to a new person. But I feel like that has more to do with change and growth. And it feels like this is your family relationships getting stronger. And it may be, it feels like the event is the catalyst. So that can be a wedding because, look, that's when people are coming together to celebrate love. So, you know, this creates a door to you know, building something new. I totally love that energy for you. So let's take a look. Tell me about wedding and doorway for family. Wedding and doorway. Ten of Wands. Letting go. Oh, a lot of conversation. Oh my gosh. Specifically with a female, I feel like. So we have the Ten of Wands, the Eight of Wands. So that kind of feels to me that now the Eight of Wands is a quick moving energy that's really good, but I also feel like it's, since the numbers go backwards, this is something we should have moved on from already, and it's something that should have been talked about already. So, I mean, I think that you should think about this, and this is definitely family. The Sun and the Queen of Swords. Either you're a mother or this could be like a female member of the family. But there is definitely a conversation that leads to something happy. Ooh, the Tower. The Page of Swords. The Ace of Swords. We are definitely breaking our silence. Okay. Wow. Okay. So, in terms of friendship, this was interesting too. Individuality is reversed. Okay? Which is good. Because in this card, like, be wary of possessive partners. It could speak of possessive partners, right? Or jealousy. But this is a friend that you had some sort of separation with. Because of individuality, maybe you couldn't be your own person with them, or vice versa, maybe for both of you. You had some lessons to learn because we see like twin flame energy here. So there definitely was a lesson to be learned about clinging too tightly. And this was a friendship, okay? This wasn't romantic. So, wowza, let's take a look. What can you tell us about this friendship? You're coming back together with this person. And the truth is that there's something about being an individual, specifically being your own person, that you were supposed to learn with this person. So, you know, twin flame energy is very interesting, and my views on it have kind of changed over time and experience with people and with this business. And you know, my view on it is that it can be anybody. Lala, my canine assistant, could be my twin flame. It's all about lessons and growing. And so we will come back together with these people. Okay, we will. And usually we separate with them when we've learned something. So tell me about this friendship and this reunion. Tell me about this friendship. That's a weird angle. Wow. Look at all these angles with this person. These are literally how the cards came out. Oh, and there's our... Okay. The good energy here and the way that things kind of right themselves is the Eight of Pentacles, which is good because that's about putting the effort in. The Star was like this. And I kind of do feel like it wants to come back around. Like it wants to turn around. Healing wants to happen. Maybe it's just a thought or a spark. It's with the Seven of Wands reversed. So it could be one or both of you need to let your guard down. Okay? And I will tell you, I think that the part in which you need to let your guard down about may be the past. Because the cards are pointing towards the past. Two of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Queen of Pentacles. There was a definite lack of balance. It could be that someone had, and it could be that this friendship even, like, we're definitely dealing with karmic issues. Right? And it could be like for you, Sag, or for them. I kind of feel that it's for you. That you had a tendency to want to take care of this person. And it's a little karmic. Because it created like they couldn't do for themselves. You know, you took care of them in ways that they should have been taking care of themselves, and it kind of made things okay for them that shouldn't have been okay, right? I think we call that enabling. But so that's the past. And so the Eight of Pentacles is coming in, though, with Judgment. Very nice. And the Hangman. So we are letting go of all of that to, you know, let stuff go and let healing come in. Anything else you want to tell us about that? Two of Cups. Yay. So you will be meeting up with this person. You will be getting back on the same page, a more loving space where we understand each other, where we, you know, mano a mano, that's really good, Sag. So, look forward to that. So, let's get on to the romance of it all. So, in terms of the couples that are involved, so if you are in a relationship with someone, I don't know, there's some sort of forgiveness and kind of a rekindling of the passion that you shared. And so, yeah. Tell us about this relationship. The Sun. The Knight of Cups. Yeah. We're feeling romantic. I feel like Two of Swords, the Hangman, the Nine of Cups, the Chariot. I mean, we are returning to happiness, and that does require just letting go of something. We don't have to keep going over it, right? Okay, so as far as romance, it's like for the singles, the same thing is coming up. If you watched this morning's reading, there was a couple who, like someone who's kind of stayed away, coming back into the picture because they have been making changes. So what can you tell us about this person? The Sun reversed, the Two of Swords, the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands is reversed. So you're definitely in separation with this person, but you, and I feel like maybe it got to the point where it was not happy, you know, the passion wasn't there anymore. The Sun is reversed, but you didn't see how unhappy this person was with the state of things. Hangman, the Nine of Swords, the Two of Wands. They really needed to get into a better place. And they have. King of Cups. They have. They've received help. So let's see what that means for you. What does that mean for Sagittarius? Okay. So the Knight of Cups is reversed. You are coming back together with this person, getting, like, there will be peace between you. And I feel like, because I have an opinion about the Knight of Cups. First of all, the Knights don't stay. And they're not just talking fluff to you. Nine of Cups. The Chariot. They definitely want to be happy with you. Okay, so yeah. Oh, interesting. So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. I hope it really helps. Toodles.